makeover. So Beth, what were the challenges with your pantry?
Well, before, I had a kitchen makeover just like a week or two ago. And before, I had some really cool like pull-out drawers right here, but I couldn't see things. So there was no organization to it in the sense that we had breakfast foods mixed with dinner foods and snacks kind of all over the place, because I was trying to fit containers that I had not purchased, dishes, everything like that. And so the biggest tip was purging and only using what I'm going to use within a couple month period. So I was able to rehome some of my things within the kitchen, like my ice cream maker that we don't use that often, and I was able to put it like really up high in some of these cabinets. Purging down and realizing what I had. So I needed to pare down the number of whisks and spatulas and mixing bowls and things like that into just the ones that I was using.
Beth did a fabulous job at purging, and so I do want to share with my listeners and my followers that Order Your Spaces can do part of the job or the whole job. And Beth was able to take on the purging and the sorting herself. So she just brought me in today for the fun part, which is the organizing. And so we really just had to master the pantry. And so do your pantry the same way. Make each shelf a category. And so we did that, Beth.
Yeah, that's the most helpful thing, I think.
All right. So the first thing we did is work.
These are the things that is the most accessed by my family.
Okay.
So this is things that we use for breakfast. My kids and myself, my husband, we all have to be able to get to supplements and our morning foods very quickly. So that's on that shelf.
And we homed these in bins that they can easily pull out and get what they need and put the bin back in. So that's why this works. We compartmentalize this into 3 separate bins. All right, we did the same thing here.
So this is pretty much the snack drawer, which is really good for often. So we've got, different labeled containers, and that's the biggest thing, is switching to these clear containers. That way we can see, and as I'm doing my shopping, like early, I'm going to be going shopping later today. That's what I do on Saturday afternoons. I can very, very quickly see what I'm low on, so that I can add that to the grocery list.
Because just picking on the raisin alone, raisins come in the little round cardboard red looking box. Well, you don't know if it's full of raisins or if it has this many raisins. Well, now Beth knows how many raisins she has because it's in a clear jar.
And I like gluten-free flours, sugar-free things like that, and so that was neat to have all of that in a clear container as well too.
We decanted the whole entire baking supplies, like all of it. There's nothing on, you can't really see, but there's nothing on this shelf that is in a bag or a box. Everything is in a clear acrylic container or a clear jar. And that is my #1 tip for these deep pantries. She can squat down and easily see every baking supply she has.
And then having all of this on a turntable, I don't know if you can see that, but that's very helpful too.
We put the oils and vinegars, because they're in round bottles, on a turntable, and so she just has to turn it to choose the oil or vinegar she wants to use. So that is a great shelf. And then the bottom shelf, what do we put down here?
That is supper foods. So I've got some canned goods that I don't use that often towards the back, but I use my potatoes and sweet potatoes and things like that for roasting vegetables very often, and so that's in a nice container.
So all she has to do is get the bin and put it up on her countertop and use what she wants. When these stay in a bag, they're awkward. And the bag sometimes breaks, and then the bag gets shabby, and it's just nicer when you put it in a bin.
And another turntable on that shelf as well for salad dressings and sauces and things like that.
So Beth, what was the #1 thing that you could share with our followers that you learned from this pantry makeover today and working with a professional organizer?
The biggest thing is learning that first, you have to pare down to only have the things that you use on a regular basis, but 2, having a home for every single item.
Yes. And when you have a home, everybody in your family can be involved in putting food away, taking food out, because when they put it back, it has a home.
Right.
and it's not like you're just going to throw the chips on any shelf you want in any empty space that's available, which is why things get cluttered.
Right.
And it's why we go to the store and we buy more, because we can't see what's in there. But now Beth can see every shelf and everything is labeled.
Yes.
And it was so much fun. And it was really fun to be a part of the process of their kitchen renovation. And Beth is a great purger, so if she ever needs a second, third, fourth job, maybe she'll come work on my team. So, thank you so much. Thank you for watching in. And please share this video with your friends, because most women have this type pantry versus a walk-in pantry. And these are way more challenging, but you can make them work.
Right.
All right. It's Candy with Order Your Spaces, and we'll talk soon. Bye.
Bye.